Jen, thanks. More than a month after the January 6th committee began its public hearings, two more are scheduled for this week. They'll focus on white nationalist groups and how former President Donald Trump responded while the Capitol was under siege. CBS's Bradley Blackburn has the latest, including a Trump ally, Steve Bannon, who's agreed to testify.
Steve Bannon says he's willing to speak with the January 6th committee after months of stonewalling and facing contempt of Congress charges. The lawyer for President Trump's former chief strategist wrote in a letter to the committee that, quote, Mr. Bannon is willing to and indeed prefers to testify at your public hearing. This all comes after a separate letter written this weekend by former President Trump, releasing Bannon from executive privilege to do so.
In a high-level position, anybody that wants to come in that knows information to talk to the Select Committee, we welcome them to do so.
After 6 historic hearings, the January 6th committee is gearing up for 2 more this week, tomorrow, then Thursday. Sunday on Face the Nation, committee member Jamie Raskin said a key focus will be possible connections between the Trump White House and far-right extremist groups that helped lead the attack on the Capitol. Raskin said a tweet from President Trump in December had a significant effect.
So people are going to hear the story of that tweet and then the explosive effect it had in Trump world and specifically among the domestic violent extremist groups, the most dangerous political extremists in the country at that point.
Raskin said new testimony from former Trump White House legal advisor Pat Cipollone will also be center stage.
He was aware of every major move I think that Donald Trump was making to try to overthrow the 2020 election and essentially seize the presidency.
During Thursday's hearing, the committee is expected to argue Trump failed to follow his oath of office during the riot. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News.
Thursday's committee hearing will be held in prime time since the initial presentation at the beginning of June. It'll be the first since then in prime time. That hearing was seen by around 20 million people.